The octopus does not fight. It disappears. When threatened, it doesn't attack. It vanishes into texture, shape, and color. Within seconds, its skin transforms from smooth gray to coral, to rock, to rippling sand. What looks like magic is actually one of the most advanced camouflage systems ever evolved. Each octopus skin cell, called a chromatophore, contains sacs of pigment that expand or contract through tiny muscular control. Above them, iridophores and leucophores reflect and scatter light. Together, they create living screens capable of instant pattern projection. But camouflage is only the surface trick. Recent neuroscience has revealed that the octopus doesn't only hide, it deceives. It performs acts of misdirection, impersonation, and even strategic bluffing that challenge how we define intelligence itself. Consider the mimic octopus, Thormoctopus mimicus. Discovered in the late 1990s, it can imitate more than a dozen marine species, lionfish, sea snakes, flatfish, jellyfish, each with precise body movements and color sequences. When predators approach, it decides which form to become based on the threat. Snake for aggressive fish, flatfish for bottom dwellers. That's context-sensitive deception, something no invertebrate was supposed to do. What's remarkable is that its brain is not centralized like ours. 2/3 of its neurons are in its arms, which can act semi-independently. Each arm can sense, decide, and move with partial autonomy. Imagine a body where each limb has its own mini-brain, yet all cooperate seamlessly. That's the octopus. This distributed intelligence allows astonishing adaptability. When a limb is lost, the rest adjust motor patterns instantly. The regeneration that follows is not mechanical. It involves re-establishing neural maps, reconnecting new tissue into the cognitive network. Researchers from the Okinawa Institute of Science and Technology discovered that octopuses can recognize individuals, use tools, and even solve puzzles with long-term memory. One captive octopus was observed deliberately blocking a drain with debris to flood its tank, apparently manipulating its environment to achieve comfort. The deeper we study them, the more human-like behaviors emerge. In experiments at the University of Cambridge, octopuses consistently chose complex problem-solving over brute force. They opened jars, dismantled mechanisms, and remembered solutions days later. Yet they are entirely asocial. Each octopus lives alone and still evolves intelligence rivaling that of social mammals. So how does such solitary brilliance evolve? The answer seems to lie in ecological pressure. A soft, boneless body is vulnerable, so survival depends on information, learning, adaptation, and deception. The octopus became a strategist because it had no armor. In the wild, deception extends beyond disguise. Some octopuses fake their own death. Others feign size by stretching their arms into menacing shapes. The veined octopus has been filmed carrying coconut shells to assemble mobile shelters, anticipating future threats. Behavior that qualifies as planning, a cognitive skill once believed exclusive to humans and some birds. Their control of movement borders on artistry. Using chromatophores, papillae, and muscle tone, an octopus can turn from predator to background in less than a second. High-speed footage from the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution shows skin patterns evolving faster than human visual reaction time. The predator sees the change but cannot process it. The octopus wins by exploiting neurological limits, not its own, but the enemy's. That's strategy in biological form, manipulating perception rather than force. Halfway through this story, pause and consider what you've seen. A creature that solves puzzles, plans escapes, and performs deception that rivals primates. If you want to keep exploring the real intelligence shaping our planet, not artificial, but evolved, subscribe and join this exploration of natural strategy and cognition. Now, back to the ocean. The more we decode octopus behavior, the clearer it becomes that its mind does not fit into our categories. Its intelligence is not social, linguistic, or hierarchical. It is sensory, embodied, and distributed. Every inch of its body participates in thinking. Every muscle fiber is both actuator and sensor. Neuroscientists studying octopus behavior call it embodied cognition at full resolution. Instead of having thoughts that lead to movements, its movements are the thoughts. This is cognition without abstraction, a system where intelligence emerges directly from physical interaction with the environment. Yet even with this alien architecture, we recognize something familiar: curiosity. In labs, octopuses approach cameras, steal equipment, and sometimes squirt water at researchers. One octopus learned to aim jets at a light that annoyed it and turned it off repeatedly, an act of environmental control that suggests awareness, not instinct. Octopuses do not simply react, they appear to evaluate. At the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, researchers documented octopuses differentiating between human caretakers, greeting some with curiosity and others with jets of water. This was not random aggression, but selective behavior, implying memory, recognition, and preference. For an animal with a lifespan of barely 2 years, such sophistication is extraordinary. Inside their short lives, octopuses compress a remarkable amount of learning. They hatch as miniature adults with no parental guidance. Every behavior, hunting, shelter building, evasion, is self-taught. They learn through observation and trial, which makes every individual a distinct experiment in survival. Neuroimaging reveals why. The octopus brain contains structures analogous to the vertebrate hippocampus and basal ganglia, responsible for memory and decision-making, but its brain is wrapped around the esophagus, a vivid symbol of how alien this design truly is. Even stranger is the role of serotonin and dopamine in their nervous system. Studies from the University of Washington found that MDMA, a psychoactive compound that induces social behavior in humans, produced similar affiliative effects in octopuses, temporary social tolerance in an otherwise solitary creature. That result hints at deep evolutionary parallels between our emotional chemistry and theirs, despite 500 million years of divergence. The octopus, then, is not emotionless. It feels stress, excitement, even boredom. In captivity, deprived of stimulation, some individuals engage in repetitive or self-destructive behavior, patterns eerily similar to human psychological distress. It suggests that intelligence and vulnerability may evolve together. In the wild, emotion drives strategy. When hunting, octopuses show patience and timing, often using one arm to distract prey while another strikes from the opposite side. The action implies planning and coordination across semi-independent limbs, a distributed mind executing a unified intent. Their deceptive tactics grow even more elaborate. Some species collect shells or stones and arrange them near dens, creating obstacles for predators. Others mimic not just appearance, but behavior. Subtle rocking motions to resemble drifting algae, or synchronized movement with fish schools to mask their silhouette. These are not reflexes. They are adaptive performances, refined by experience. Behavioral ecologists now describe such acts as tactical deception, the same term used for primates that manipulate social signals. When we talk about octopus intelligence, we're forced to confront a problem. It evolved completely separately from our own. Our last common ancestor was a worm-like creature that lived more than 500 million years ago. From that starting point, vertebrate and cephalopod brains followed entirely different paths. And yet, both produced problem-solving, learning, curiosity, and even emotional nuance. That convergence shakes the foundation of how we define mind itself. If intelligence can arise in such an alien form, then cognition is not a human monopoly. It is a property the universe seems eager to rediscover. In this view, the octopus becomes a kind of mirror. It reflects the idea that awareness can take infinite shapes. It is not bound by bone or culture or even a single brain. Intelligence is what happens when matter organizes itself to predict, adapt, and survive. Researchers now study octopuses as models for decentralized computation. Their nervous systems inspire algorithms for robotics and artificial intelligence. Engineers at Harvard and MIT are building soft robots that replicate octopus movement. Machines capable of squeezing, morphing, and learning through physical feedback. The animal that once vanished from predators now reappears in technology. Yet for all our fascination, captivity remains a moral dilemma. Octopuses display curiosity and distress, making their use in research ethically complex. The UK and EU now recognize them as sentient beings under animal welfare laws, a rare status for invertebrates. Science is slowly catching up to what observation already suggested. The octopus thinks and feels. As night falls over coral reefs, bioluminescent plankton flicker around an octopus waiting in ambush. Its body shimmers, adapting to every change in light. A fish drifts near. For an instant, the octopus becomes part of the seafloor. Then it strikes, swift and invisible. The deception is perfect. In that moment, you are watching evolution's artistry at work, a mind without words, performing strategy through color, muscle, and anticipation. Understanding the octopus is not about finding ourselves in it. It's about accepting that intelligence wears many faces. The sea hides minds older, stranger, and perhaps wiser than our own. If you want to keep uncovering how nature engineers intelligence beyond humanity, subscribe and stay with us as we explore the hidden logic of life beneath the waves.